Hi everybody, Adam Steele here and welcome to Guitar and Tech News for the middle of August 2022. There's been a lot of new products announced recently and there's some interesting things to talk about, so let's get straight into it. Ernie Music Man, guitar company with the longest name in existence, has announced their HT series, which are heat treated pickups. So apparently that means that these pickups are louder, higher output, more responsive. However they've heat treated them, whether they've kind of boiled the pickups to make them sound more aggressive, who knows. But they are available on the Cutlass, Stingray and Sabre models, and those retail for $3,700 US. So if you're buying an EBMM, then hey, have fun. Neural DSP have finally released a plugin that people have been waiting for years, which is the Archetype Rabea. Rabea Massad's specialist kind of plugin that is his signature tones. And what makes this different seems to be the synths are a little different from everything else that you'll get. There's the Octaver, there's a fuzz in there, there's the Overlord synth, which is an ADSR based kind of synth section, which makes the whole thing beyond just a regular guitar amp. That's now available with a 14-day trial. You can get it for €139 at Neural DSP's website. Last time we talked about the Neumann M49 valve mic reissue and we weren't sure how much that was going to cost. That is now out and is retailing at $8,500 US or the same in euros. Usually in Europe they include sales tax. So yeah, not cheap, but if that's exactly what you've been after, because an original M49 will probably retail, if you can find one, around $20,000, then this may be the solution for you if that was exactly what you were after. Golden Age Project, purveyors of affordable vintage style gear, have announced their Pre-73 Junior Premier, which is their smallest version of the Neve 1073 style preamp, but now with upgraded components. So sounds good, I guess. It's got a choice of air boost at 30 kilohertz, which is kind of like a, yeah, you are going to hear the difference, but it's very subtle. It can do 70 decibels of gain. It's got a 40 or 170 hertz high pass filter and a polarity switch and a separate input and output gain, so you can run this quite hot and still have it a reasonable kind of output level so it doesn't overload your converters. And these are available at €399 each, which is relatively affordable until you find that you can fit four of them. Which is relatively affordable until you find that you can fit four of them in a 1U rack. Do the maths, that's €1,600 or dollars. And then suddenly you've bought lots of gear and wonder where all your money's gone, which is what most of us kind of do. IK Multimedia's AI-based thing is now revealed as Tonex or Tonex, which is AI tone capture. What AI machine modeling actually has to do with this, we are yet to find out. But the app is available for iPhone, iPad, standalone, or an AU plugin for major DAWs on both PC and Mac. All versions work the same, so you can transfer from one to another. So if you do a tone capture on a Mac, you can then transfer it to an iPad for remote play with an interface. Apparently there will be 1,000 premium tone models available for immediate demo or download, and I think you can make your own as well. So yeah, that's also an option, and there are different price levels, as there always are with IK Multimedia stuff. The intro version's €99, then the kind of basic version is $150, the max version's $250, and so on. The capture looks like it's a separate thing as well at €200, so we're going to have to see if that... Oh, that's Tonex hardware, so there is stuff you can do. Yeah, there is an interface that they are going to be making, which is €200. That could be very cool. We'll check that out. Isotope's Ozone and RX10 have been announced, and I've been sitting on my copies of those for a little while, so I'm going to be showing them off to the world fairly soon. But if you want to get these, if you buy version 9 of Ozone or RX for the next month, then you get version 10 included in that price. Ozone is something that I use quite a lot because it's very clear and transparent. RX is an absolute lifesaver if you've got anything that's got background noise, hissing, buzzing, problems. great problem fixes, so check that out if you can. Brian Wampler from Wampler Effects has made the Moxie, which is another tube screamer, but it's based on the TS10, which has kind of got a bit of a cult status these days with inflated prices, and there are also increased kind of saturation and distortion modes on here. It's also a mini pedal, so you can fit more pedals on your board, which means arguably you can buy more Wampler pedals, and it's got a pretty decent sound. It'll run off 18 on 9 volts, and they are $150 US, so if you've been looking for a TS10 and can't afford one, maybe try this. And finally, WMD, the synth people, are going to close by the end of this year, but are doing something very clever that they have just released 3 new synth modules that you can buy, which means that the demand for them is probably going to go up because this is your last chance to buy this kind of stuff. So the new modules are the Subway, which is an 8-input 1-output scanning crossfader. The Legion's an analog oscillator with extra outputs and interesting inputs, whatever that means. And the Orion is an analog phaser in 6 HP. So those are available to buy from WMD as long as they still exist. That's it for this week's guitar and tech news. Hope you found that fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the upcoming podcast and the Mix React videos and all the other fun stuff about the Steam Deck, because I got a Steam Deck, and the MacBook, because I got a MacBook. It's all happening all at once. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.